Hey now, Steve Stevens for Bionic Buzz. We're here in the press room at San Diego Comic-Con for V. They've celebrated 35 years and a new Blu-ray release. We're going to be talking to the creator and the actor, so let's go do it. Huge fan of the V show. Scared the hell out of me as a kid. 35 years later, oh my goodness.
I've run into young fellows who say that V scared them in those days, and the first time I ever heard that, as a matter of fact, it sort of took me aback because I remember being on the set of V, and we laughed all day long that we were making those things. Diana was eating a live gerbil, and lizards were flicking their tongues at you, and things were blowing up, and we were having a whale of a good time.
Well, I'll probably be angry to the day I die that we never got a season 3 of the remake, especially the cliffhanger. If they came to you, what would season 3 be like if you got to choose?
It would be more of, it would be more hands-on, like we did in the 1980s. It would be more of the actors and actresses being called upon to actually physically carry out the adventure aspects of the story, as well as the emotional, intellectual content, with the same degree of personal commitment and that the audience would see that it was really us really doing the thing that we were really doing.
I love it. I don't know if you know, but there's a Facebook page where people are going to storm Area 51 to see if they can find the lizard people. Do you think they're going to find anything?
No, they're all at my house, as a matter of fact. I've got a lot of good shows on loop, and they're just watching those. When we run out of that, maybe then.
Thank you so much, man. Take care. Saw you at the Hollywood Museum for the Bionic Woman.
Oh, I was. Yes, I was there with Lee. Were you there too?
Yeah, I was covering it.
Me and Lee Majors, you know.
Yeah,
good old Lee.
good.
Lee's 80 years old and still as sparky as he's ever been.
They should do a V one there now.
Yeah, well, there are some stuff there. There is some stuff there from V. As I was walking around, I saw some odds and ends and old props and things like that. But it was fun to see.
Walk us through the creation of this show. I mean, this show scared the hell out of me as a kid. It really sparked my love for sci-fi and horror, I really feel like.
Well, I was drawn into the idea of telling a story about how people react to power. Mm-hmm. I had read this novel by Sinclair Lewis, It Can't Happen Here, which was written in the 1930s about the rise of fascism happening in America like it was happening in Germany and Italy at the time. And I thought, how would a contemporary audience react to that kind of overtaking by a uber power suddenly rolling in, and a spectrum of ordinary people? How would they be? No generals, no presidents, and that sort of thing, but just people like you and me.
Yeah.
How would we feel if we looked out and there was a 10-mile wide spacecraft overhead? And I think that caught people up, and the visuals, got people caught up and excited, particularly the younger people. But then the audiences really dug into it because of the story that we were telling and the human drama, which was really the core and the heart of V. Because when I saw my first cut, before there were any visual effects or spaceships or anything, it was just the actors working and no music and no sound effects or anything, and it took your head off because the performances were so strong and the through line was so solid, and they had so captured what I had tried to set out to do in the story, that it was wonderful. And now to have it coming out on the Blu-ray, which is really it really is an archive quality Blu-ray release in HD. And I can see it even clearer and cleaner than I've ever seen it before, and so will everybody else be able to, until we get to be the movie made, which we're working on now.
I can't wait.
Oh, me too, and to be followed by the sequels based on my novel, V: The Second Generation. So it's a really exciting place to be.
The future is bright for V. Thank you so much for amazing work. Take care.